Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Carowinds opening weekend. We're here in the Carolinas to show you everything that is new for the 2025 season. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, so some good, some bad. We've lost some things. It looks like we're gaining some things in the future. There's not like a big new roller coaster or anything like that we're covering.
We have a small new coaster that we're covering.
A little one, but you know, that doesn't mean there isn't still a lot going on here.
Absolutely. So we're going to take you around the park, show you all the big changes, all the little changes, and hopefully get you excited for the future because I think this park's future is very bright.
So I don't know if I'd give it an attention or not. Is it funny or is it one of the one?
So out of all the new things at this park this year, we had to come right here first because they are right in the middle of building a brand new roller coaster. Look at it. It's like, it's getting there. It's part of the way done. Look.
We did hear someone here that was like, can we go ride Nighthawk? And so I was like, no, they're not done building it yet. And we're like, uh-oh. Yeah.
Who's going to tell them?
Yeah. So Nighthawk is coming down. This is one of the 3 big attractions that will not be operating anymore here at Carowinds. This is, of course,
riddance.
right at the front of the park. There are 3 sections of track that are still here. So we have this overbank turn, then you can see there's a section for the station right there.
I will say, as of when we are recording this, there's 3 pieces of track here. I would not be surprised if by the time this video is actually out and you are watching it, at least one of them is gone.
Yeah.
They're moving.
It's surprising to still see track here at all, frankly. I thought it would all be gone by now, but this is bizarre, man. That's a big plot of land.
It is, and I actually never rode this. Fun fact, I rode Batwing and I was like, that sucked, and then every time I came here, it was like, we're talking over an hour, maybe 2-hour lines. I'm like, it's not worth it to me.
I rode it and I hated it and I'm glad to see it go, and I would welcome a brand new Vekoma tilt coaster in this plot of land. Cedar Fair or Six Flags, whatever you are now, if you're watching this, please make it happen. That'd be so good.
Such prime real estate for something like this. This is like one of the first things when you walk in. Come on, make it count.
We're now over here by the corkscrew and you can see, yeah, this is the one other section of track that remains. Not for long though. I imagine next weekend this will probably be gone too. You can see how they severed these columns. They're just like crudely cut off, every single one of them.
They look melted.
Yeah.
It's like molten.
It's crazy. This one they didn't even cut off at the base. They left a little stump. And be aware when you come here to Carowinds while they're taking down Nighthawk, the main pathway that goes like directly around the coaster next to Windseeker is closed. Honestly, who knows if it'll reopen once the deconstruction's done. I'm not sure. And interestingly enough, their sky coaster Ripcord is still open. But, you know, in the chain we've seen a lot of these go, and with this plot of land being right next to where Nighthawk is, kind of makes you wonder if maybe this will be gone possibly next season. And then if they want to put in something real big in this space, you have an even bigger plot of land to work with. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. So as we know, Intimidator was renamed to Thunderstriker, but this year they actually gave it an updated sign, and it is a lot better than the temporary one they had last year, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is really weird to see it, like, like I know like the re-theme is not new, but it's new to us. We haven't been here since they did it. But I did notice that there's still a little piece of Intimidator left. The sign is in the old Intimidator font over here. So it is still with us in some regards.
So bizarre. And of course, when they did the rebranding, of course you also get like updated merchandise and everything. Plenty of logos, you got hats, there's medallions.
On the Nano.
Flying coaster. What? Okay, all right. Here's Earl's Garage. This one is very out there. And over here in Camp Snoopy, we are getting 2 brand new attractions. Right behind us is Snoopy's Racing Railway. It is a clone of the attraction that was recently added at Canada's Wonderland. We also got to do it at Fantasiana. That was the original. It looks like the track work is complete, and we still have a lot of theming that'll be going in place. So on this opening day, the attraction is not quite ready yet. There's also going to be a splash battle back there, and it replaced a small little train ride. So it's good that we're getting another like solid little kids coaster here in Camp Snoopy. And as we've made our way over to Scream Weaver, or what's left of it, this is one of the several attractions that has closed permanently here at Carowinds. It's now an empty pad.
For now. Apparently the Scrambler's moving over here.
Yeah, that would be a nice upgrade, but then it's like, all right, well then what would happen with the plot of land where the Scrambler is? You know,
They'll move something else.
You have to find out what to do with that. So
They're
it's just
musical chairs.
exactly. It's a game of placement. Like how can you just like I don't know, aesthetically find the right spot for something. So
I mean, the Enterprise was like kind of cool to watch.
It was.
I was never for meter. I don't ride stuff like that really. But.
I did it once. Admittedly, it's not my kind of ride, but it was still like another solid flat ride that, it's always tough to say goodbye to those because like flat rides really help like round out a park's collection.
Meanwhile, for me, I'm like, I don't really ride flat rides that much.
Yeah, but it's still important that parks have them,
Yeah, maybe someday we'll be flat ride studios.
Sure enough, the Scrambler is completely walled off. This is adjacent to the rapids, so we do know that Carowinds will be receiving a new log flume in 2026, so maybe this will be the right entrance, and that's what they could do with this space. We'll have to wait and see. And finally, our third ride removal. This was the entrance for their drop tower that, as you can see, is completely walled off. There's nothing in the sky. Yeah, this was actually a pretty decent bummer. I love a good drop tower theme parks. This one wasn't huge, but I would love to see a replacement at some point in the future, but something tells me that this area is going to remain vacant for a while. When you look at the park map, it really puts in perspective how much land Carowinds has that is not currently being used. So you have the area by the rapids. This is where Nighthawk was. This is where Dinosaurs Alive was. This is where the new Camp Snoopy's going. It's just a lot of space, a lot of untapped potential for Carowinds. So one of the reasons why I am very excited about their future. And welcome to the County Fair section of Carowinds, where the Flying Cobras has received an updated paint job, and it looks so nice. We all just got off the Sky Tower, which gives you just like 360 views of the surrounding area. You can really see like all the big changes around the park. It's kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, so looking down and seeing the kids coaster, now I'm like remembering how big it actually is. Because from like looking at it from the angle we were looking at it at Planet Snoopy, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that looks like that big or that interesting. And now like looking down, I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty sizable.
Stunning views. Mixed reviews on whether or not that was my first time, but I feel like it was. Love seeing Thunder Striker and Fury from up there. Excellent views. And now this is unfortunately my second Flying Dutchman coaster that I've been seeing getting dismantled.
Oh yeah, from Firehawk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was at Keen's Island during that time when they were taking that bad boy down. You always hope that the park, when you lose an attraction like this, that they have bigger plans for the future of the spot. Yeah.
I think that this park in particular could really just go to another level. Because right now, when you think of like the top parks in the chain, like the Legacy Cedar Fair chain, I would say it's like Knott's, Cedar Point, Kings Island. But I think this could go right up there with it.
So much potential.
So much.
Yeah, a lot of space. You could see not just the Nighthawk plot of land and the Camp Snoopy expansion, but you can also see the area where the rapids used to be. We know that's where the Super Flume is going to go in the future. You could see the site for Screamweaver, where the drop tower was. Just like all these different plots of land where they could just sprinkle new attractions, hopefully one day in the future.
At camp.
What did I say?
Not planet.
Did I say planet?
I said planet.
So hard to keep track.
I said planet.
Like, whatever. The other ride that received some updated merch for this year is Fury 325, and that's because 2025 is the 10th anniversary, so they actually have a bunch of 10th anniversary shirts and hoodies for the attraction, which is actually kind of a big deal. I feel like not too many rides out there get that kind of treatment, but Fury is special, and so there is a lot of stuff for it. And that includes a bunch of coasterscapes. Those are relatively new. They have a massive Coaster Dynamics Nano Coaster that's $75. They also have a much smaller one, along with all of these other attractions in the park, and that includes Nighthawk, even though the attraction is technically defunct. So there you go, everything new at Carowinds in 2025. Overall, I think this park's future is looking very, very bright. You know, the new Six Flags, like Cedar Fair headquarters is just down the road. They've clearly been pouring a lot of money into this park. I like all the changes that I'm seeing, I really do.
Yeah, 2026 with the new log flume, the super flume, that's gonna be really cool. And then I imagine after that is gonna be whatever's replacing Nighthawks. I am very much looking forward to all those things.
It's today's been a great day, so the opportunity is definitely there. You can sense it in the air and the way that the operations are happening. Just feels like a lot is on the horizon.
Yeah, yeah,
I like that.
absolutely. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, make sure to stay tuned for more here at Coaster Studios, and we'll see you next time. Can I put it in the yard?